Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Noobs GT3 Rookie Series Season 9, Race 4 at Barcelona. I'm your host, Jeremy Cobbage. I am joined in the booth, none other than Tony Danzig. Tony, hello.
Hello, Jeremy, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to season... I forget which season, but the Rookie Series, season 9, Race 4.
Race 4. Now, just so you guys understand what's going on, we do have a couple community challenges in the Twitch. You will see that information in the points. So we have two different community challenges running in tandem. The first one is the community decides on a single one-off race, track, and format. That you can be anything that the community votes on. And then the next is an entire series. So if the community contributes enough points to the series to get a series, the community will vote on and create a series. So two different things. They're running in tandem. You got 15 days for the one-off and 30 days for the series. So contribute as necessary. With that said, we are watching the AM split currently as they start their out laps. It looks like 482 is crossing that start-finish line first, and he will be starting his hot lap. And we
Getting ready to go.
We will be qualifying for our first of two 30-minute races. You can see it is kind of dark right now. It is what time in the morning? 7 a.m. right now, 7:02. So we here, 787 Racing PR says we here. Let's go, team PRRS.
PRS. If you guys were lucky enough to join me this past weekend, we were at Barcelona with that 2-hour endurance for our ORL Noobs RS Enduro Series. So I'm happy to be back at Barcelona. I really like this track, and not only that, it opens up a lot of opportunities for great watching, just because we have all these hairpins at high speed, slow down, turn, and go.
Yeah, so you got to watch the Barcelona one. Unfortunately, I was at work for that, so I didn't get to see nearly any of it. This will be my taste of Barcelona. I don't think... Did you guys have any rain for that race?
No, sir, no rain.
Okay, we're not going to get any rain today. This is the Rookie Series, so the track will be as optimum as it can be based on time of day. As you can see, it's just early morning. We may get some sun in the eyes for the races. So that'll be a kind of a new thing for these drivers. If they've been racing middle of the day, warm and stuff. So this is a little bit different dynamic for them. It looks like... Go ahead.
I was just going to say, during practice, I did hear a lot of drivers complaining about that sun coming up over the crest.
Yep.
So
that's something they're going to have to learn to deal with.
Anybody today.
Yeah. Chris Criddle is coming through the final chicane now. It looks like he is valid. We're going to see what his lap time is as he comes through the final corner.
Let's go!
Crossing that start-finish line, he is going to set a 1:45.182. While these drivers are setting their lap times, we are going to move over to track information. We'll see what we got. Keep in mind, his is a 1:45.182. Take a look at some of this information. Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. What is it, Catalunya? Located in Barcelona, Spain, which is not completely true. I think it's located in a small town nearby, but they call it Barcelona. Length is roughly 4.675 kilometers or 2.9 miles. There are 16 corners. Elevation changes an easy 30 meters. I believe most of it is that downhill from the start-finish line to turn 1. Then they work their way back up as they come through turn 7 and 8. Last AM winner on this track 3 seasons ago, was Jake Willems, who is no longer an AM. In the Ferrari 296, he did a 144.775. The current NRU lap record is from Enrique Sonmez in the Ferrari 296, and he's done a 143.492. So we have changed the way our splits work. We're probably not going to see even a 44 in this race. We'll have to see. We might see like high 44s, but I don't know if it'll be much more than a 44.5. Back to track. We have a lot more times on the board now. Chris Criddle is still holding P1 with a 45.1. Drew Freiberger in second and currently in the pits with a 45.8. Micah Nakonechny is in P3 currently with a 45.9. So almost a whole second split between P1 and P3 right now. We are seeing some improvements and some drivers still crossing the line for the first time on their valid laps.
Look at the wing on that Bentley, man.
Woo! Yeah, it is a big old wing. You don't ever think about it until you see it like that.
That was gigantic.
It's like highlighted there. I think it's because the connector bars are so far out whatever you want to call those, so far out onto the hips of the car. You know what I'm saying?
The hips.
Yep. It's got its hands on its hips.
Do like seeing the Bentley out on track. Not a lot of drivers choose it, but when a driver does, I always like seeing it. It's a very beautiful car.
Yeah, that right-hand drive does throw some us American drivers off, but it is what it is. Chris Criddle's making an improvement on his time. He's only in the first sector currently, about to go into the second sector. And he's 0.2 seconds up, which is going to technically be the fastest lap. We are seeing 44.9 from Miguel Cicerón. Miguel said in chat, the always no livery car. He does have a livery this time. Check it out.
Oh, nice.
He's got the Carpe Diem livery.
Seize
Pretty
the
cool.
day.
I was looking at it earlier. Anyways, back to Chris Criddle. I want to see how he does as he's coming down out of turn 9 on the back straight into turn 10. Still holding his time. 0.4 seconds up. 0.3, a little bit of loss there, but he's doing okay.
About to come into the chicane here.
Yeah, the final chicane. This chicane was built early on to slow down cars before the final corner so that they weren't killing themselves in the final corner.
Yeah, because if you see, there's another route that runs on that outside, and that's a lot of speed you can just carry.
Yeah, F1 actually brought it back. They wanted it there. So Chris Criddle does temporarily improve his time, but Cicerón directly behind, answering back with a 44.487. So he is beating that fastest time that we saw earlier. Will it happen during the race? Other improving drivers, Mauricio Soberon. That's a hard one to say. 0.2 seconds up on his time. It is going to be a good improvement, but there's almost a 2-second gap between P4 and 5. So it's a huge, huge gap right now. But he is going to improve. He's going to hold this P5 for now. I like that view through that final chicane.
Yeah, it's a great view. That low camera angle. Shout out and thanks to the crew working the track tonight. We appreciate you guys being out there with our flag people and camera crew. Thank you very much.
John Bramer driving the Noobs RS Deadpool livery, the first livery I ever created for him.
In a while, yeah.
He's bringing it back. So John was up.
I remember how
his
happy
time.
he was when he had. Oh, he just went wild.
That was right after he decided he was going to try and steal a real Noobs RS livery, and I called him out.
Yeah. Yep.
Across the finish line, he's not going to improve on his time. Going to hold P10 for now. All right. Oh, man, I moved over to Robin Lore because he was making a great improvement, and he invalidates right when I switched to him. Here we go, the PRRS guys. Jack Santos in P19 overall. 7/10 up on his time. 8/10 now as he comes through the first sector, almost a whole second. The second improvement's going to be good, but he needs to continue to improve. There we go, 2 seconds. So his last lap was definitely not a good one. He's already 3 seconds up, so he's making a good improvement here. Look at that PRRS livery. It's pretty clean.
I like it. Yeah, no, that's a that looks like a standard livery you'd see on an actual car.
Yep. 4 seconds up on his time, so he's definitely going to be in that top, probably 15, maybe even top 10. Down the back straight he goes. Five seconds up. This gets him in that top 10 range like we were talking about.
5 seconds, that's a grip.
Well, he did a 51.9, so.
Okay, yeah, you would definitely need that.
Be in the 46s now, it looks like.
44.4 is what we're seeing in first place.
Yeah, that's pretty quick.
I guarantee over on the pro server, we're seeing 43s, I believe, is the fast time that I was seeing from this past weekend.
6 seconds improvement by Jack Santos. 19th place up into 4th overall. What an improvement.
Wow, what a jump. Yeah, what an improvement.
He's done a 45.597. These drivers do have 10 more minutes of qualifying. We're halfway through qualifying now. Miguel Cicerón's happy because he has his livery. There it is. Leaving the pits.
My livery!
Other improving drivers, Damian Castro. I just had a phone call with him today.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, can't say anything else other than that. Me and him talked. Moving on. Damien Castro is making an improvement on his time. He's done a 47.5. There's a chance he can do a 47 flat. That will not move him up in position, but it will put a little bit of ground between him and P12. So see if he's able to improve in these last couple corners now. Comes down the back straight.
You're welcome to call me anytime you want, Jeremy. I'll always pick up.
That's not true. I called you that one time and you didn't. I had to call Sabrina and tell her to call you.
Oh, and then this weekend you did have to reach out to her, and then she reached back out to me. I didn't respond to you. Yeah, my bad.
You just showed that you weren't online for a period of time, and she said, I looked at Facebook and it said she was online 14 minutes ago. I was like, okay, so I know she's awake at least. So
she calls me and she's all, you need to wake up. Jeremy's reaching out. Message Jeremy back.
Damien not able to hold his time or improve on it. Looks like he lost a lot of that time in that third sector of the track, so he's going to stay in P12 with no improvement on his time. Red de Guzman kind of in a mix here through the final corners. Not where he wants to be.
Yeah, currently in 21st position.
Yeah, we got a car. Where's this guy? Okay, he's through the first couple corners here. 6/10 up. Mark Garrison, a new driver with us. I believe he's a wild card, but he's making improvement on his time too. We do have some improving drivers near the back. Go ahead, Tony.
I have noticed a lot of new drivers. I was looking at our Discord earlier today, and I was going to hop in there. I got a little shy. I didn't know any. There was like 10 dudes in there. I didn't know any of the names, so I just decided not to. But next time,
you got shy in your own Discord?
Yeah, I know. Tony, what?
Mark Garrison did improve on his time, moving up a couple positions. Still has a lot of room to improve.
But it's great seeing all these new drivers out on track, all these new names.
Bobby Joe Huckleberry put down a time, putting him in 8th place overall in his Mercomobile. I love his livery.
That thing's awesome. Yeah, look at that bald eagle.
Yeah, his livery's awesome. I like it a lot. Let's take a look at it. I don't care if people spent points or not. We're going to take a full-on look at this livery. Whoa!
Hey, whoa! What is the key combination to get to this view here?
F7, sir.
It's F7, and then don't I have to hit Shift F7?
Nope. Shift F7 keeps the car in a different position. Look at that. He even put some damage to the plate down there. Yeah.
Fire. That's freaking
all the
cool.
Duct tape. He's got rope holding the bumper to the fender, or not bumper, the hood to the fender.
Oh, this was the driver. If you go back to the rear here, the number plate, I was told, one of the number plates is being held on by duct tape.
Yeah, this one right here, the bronze one.
Oh yeah, the bronze, yeah, with duct tape around it.
You can, my sister. Oh man, Odd Cruise 10, thank you for the follow. We appreciate it. Only mullets. What's to say up here? We broke up, but she said we could still be cousins. Oh no, what's it say on the hood here? Drive it hard or park it in the yard.
That's a great livery.
That is Bobby Joe Huckleberry's livery.
You go, Bobby Joe.
We watched him for almost a whole lap there. I don't know how to say that name. Say that one.
I got it. I got it.
Iota. Perry. We're just going to call him Perry. Wonganu.
Iota.
Wonganu.
Yeah. You know what we are? We're Wong. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're Wong on that one. Look, okay, I'm not going to make fun of his name. I can't say it. I'm sorry.
I got a messed up last name, too. Spawnholtz, get out of here.
That's why we just call you Danzig. Look at him going right into 2nd place.
Whee!
Spinning around, and he's happy with that. Not a good place to do that, but he's happy with it regardless.
Oh, yeah, there's still 5 minutes left to qualify.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Now, I believe these new drivers like Wonganu, I believe him, Mark Garrison, and Mauricio, I believe most of these guys are wild cards. So they're not competing for points in the championship, but they are here nonetheless competing on track.
Now, do the wild cards compete for any points whatsoever?
Yeah.
Like, is there a wild card bracket that
there is, and there's nothing we can do about that with SimGrid. Otherwise, we'd put them at 0 points, but SimGrid will give them points, and they will earn Sim rating and Grid rating and all of that, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
I don't think that there should be, but that's kind of the way that SimGrid has it set up. So you have to have
Gotcha.
points for each split.
What is it, Jeff? Jeff's going to be broadcasting with me tonight, watching the races.
Nice. Mark Garrison improving on his time. 0.6 up, coming down to the final corner onto the front straight. From 15th place, moves up into 13th overall. The top two drivers, Miguel Cicerone and Wanganu, are both in the pits. Chris Criddle's still trying to make an improvement on his time. Looks like he's on an out lap right now, maybe on a hot lap. But he did go into the pits.
First three drivers within a few tenths of each other, all in the 44s, and then from 4th down to 7th, they're all in the 45, and then it goes from 46 and back there. So it looks like it's going to be, might be a couple close groups that we see racing today, but overall these drivers are putting on quick times. They're not too far off from each other, realistically.
Yeah, absolutely. Got Kevin Willems out on track. This is Jake Willems' uncle. And Jake Willems, last time we raced on this track for a season what are we in? Series A set of tracks. Jake Willems was the winner on this track. So hopefully Kevin can, say, hey nephew, I can do that too. But he's got a ways to go from 22nd place to get into first. We'll see if he's able to do it.
A little bit of a ways to go. I like the color on that car. I like all the cars.
In his Toy
one
Story.
Of my favorites.
We gotta paint Jeremy Hayes an actual Toy Story livery. I think it needs to happen.
Yeah, no, because he has those colors, but if we can put the exact stuff that's on the RC car, that'd be perfect.
Yep, I think that'd be great. Nicholas Woods improving on his time, 2/10 up through the final chicane now.
Nice looking Mustang.
It is nice.
I like that color.
2 minutes left in qualifying. Nicholas Woods improving, moving all the way up into 23rd, so only a couple positions.
Yeah, still a couple positions.
Luke Warmwater. I think he rejoined us. That is not the view we care to see. Thank you, camera. Luke Warmwater. Out of turn 9. He rejoined us, I believe, in the wild card split, so he's about halfway in. I don't think he raced the first couple of races, so... Was improving, kind of lost it on that back straight. See if he's able to gain any of that ground back up as it comes through the final sector of the track.
Luke Warmwater.
Yeah, the warm water, or the water is lukewarm.
Instead of lukewarm water.
Yep, it's lukewarm water. No improvement on his time.
Minute 27 left in qualifying.
So I've got a couple drivers we're going back and forth on and seeing improvements on their time.
He's currently up 4/10, so if he can hang on to that 4/10, will that get him up?
That'll move him up over top of Jake Schaefbauer, but I don't think...
It's not going to move him into 5th, but it would put him into 6th.
Yeah, he's only 1/10 up now, so improvement on time, not improvement of position. And then Jake Schaefbauer is also improving on his time, 3/10 up. So he's going to move right back up as long as he's able to hold on to this.
I don't believe we've seen a lot of Mercedes out on track tonight so far. This might be the only one.
There might be a couple. I can turn that on here and see. Manufacturers. One Mercedes, at least in the top 20. So,
see, that's a nice feature right there. I always love knowing what type of car a person is in. So that's cool.
Yep, we can turn that on and see that information.
Got a couple drivers in the pit we can see on there too. That's nice to see. Oh, you can see it there too. I'm an idiot.
Schaefbauer is 5/10 up on his time through the final sector now. This improvement will move him back up into 6th. He needs to improve by 7/10 or greater to move up into 5th or even 4th.
Oh, he's got that 6/10.
Yeah, so he's definitely going to jump up here, but I don't think he's going to move into 5th. Whoa, I said that. He gained a lot of ground in that last moment and moves into 4th.
4th, yeah.
What an improvement. Qualifying is over for him. We got a couple more drivers still out on track. It looks like 482. Chris Criddle, no improvement on his time. He's just going to finish out the lap and get that last moment of practice in. Our 999 Miguel Cicerone off track, returning to the pits. Our 69 Nathan Ronda trying to improve.
Chris Criddle earlier in the week received a letter from Nintendo saying, "Hey, stop using our livery."
I don't think he received. I think you're lying. Whoa! There's the off track. Nathan Ronda is now invalid.
Oh, Tony doesn't lie.
Sean Bramer.
Cease and desist. That's
Sean Bramer's up 4/10 on his time right now, which is an awesome improvement.
Let's go, Sean.
That can move him up into top 5 almost. Let's see what happens. Oh, he invalidated. Doesn't matter.
Oh, he got that commentator curse. He was watching the stream and he got nervous.
You think that's what it was?
Possibly.
Let's get this information on screen and get our grid rundown, walk down, or grid down going.
Grid down. That's what we're calling it now.
Grid down. Tony Danzig, do you want to read the names for me?
I got the names, baby. Coming in number 1, 999, Miguel Cicerone in that Carpe Diem car. We finally get to see his livery. In second place, Pirialto Wanganu in second place. Chris Criddle in third place. Then we got Jake Schaffbauer.
Yep.
Dave Bauer in fourth place, followed up by Jack Santos in that PRRS BMW in fifth place. Micah in sixth position. Then we got Mauricio Sorberon in seventh position. Eighth place, Mr. Drew Freiberger in that mid-pack Mafia car. Ninth place is Senor Chris Caps. In 10th place, we have Bobby Joe Huckleberry in that beautiful Aston Martin with all kinds of things on his livery. We love it. 11, Luke Warmwater. Luke Warmwater. Oh. 12th place, Sean Bramer in that Ferrari. Jeremy Hayes is going to pull up our 13th position. Mr. Mark Garrison is going to pull up our 14th spot, followed by Shogun Racer, number 15 in that 10 Honda Accord. I always say Accord, it's not Accord. NSX. Pulling up in, are we
16th.
16th position, we have Damian Castro, followed by Nathan Rondon in 17th place. Mr. Gaston Zamora in 18th position is going to be followed by Red de Guzman in 19th place. Ryan Moffitt is going to follow him in 20th place. And behind Ryan is going to be John Ryder in 21st position. Kevin Willems is pulling up our 22nd spot, number 930. He's followed by Nicholas Woods in our 23rd place in that V8, or in that Ford. I almost said BMW, my goodness. 24th spot, we have Robin Lohr in that 960. 25th spot is Charles Apgar, followed by Excel Carballo in 26th spot. Brandon Dantzler, kind of like Danzig, almost close, is followed by, in 27th place, is followed by George Smith in 28th place, rounding out the back of the pack.
Yes, sir. So we will be getting set up for the race here in just a moment. While that's happening, I am going to run this advertisement, get this out of the way. We will be back in about 2 minutes.
I was looking left to right there when I was reading the name, trying to look at one screen and then looking back to the other screen, so I kept confusing cars.
It happens. And some people forget to hit start.
Oh, don't forget to hit start, folks. When was the last time you drove at Barcelona, Jeremy?
Many races ago. I haven't done any races. Wow. I haven't raced. I haven't even practiced a lap in a while, maybe since the intermediates.
Even though that I don't race in the rookie series, I still try to hop in with them when they are running the rookie series practice, and I try to get in there just to do some laps, just to kind of know where I would position. That way I can kind of know in my head how much better I am than other people. But more importantly, that way I can compare corners and times to the racers that.
So what you're saying is if I go to the rookies chat right now, I can see your name on that leaderboard.
Oh, probably not.
No laps for you on this one. You sat here and lied to my face.
I'm not lying to your face.
Yep.
I just don't set any clean laps. All my laps are dirty.
Watching from your shift, you must be at work then, huh? Usually if I'm at work and like on the Saturday races, I'll try and watch some of the stream as well, but I got to keep it like volume off and I can't pay attention. So doesn't.
He says, let's go, Jack Santos. Jack Santos, P5, PRRS in that BMW. So let's see what he does. He put down a quick time, and that BMW, I just really like the way that it looks. It's such a clean looking car. So
Yeah, absolutely.
new name, I'm excited to see what he can do. New name for me. I'm bad with names.
He's been with us for the entire series. Jack Santos has.
Yeah.
So
Well, so he's a new name
in
in the series.
in this, yeah, in our community, yeah. Jack Santos currently holding P5. We'll have to see how it is. We got a car off and back. 53, Brandon Dantzler. Having an issue. I don't know what's going on. This is on the outlap. He does not want to be here. He's going to end up getting teleported.
Oh, floor it, buddy. Floor it. Floor. Oh, he's way too far behind.
There he goes. He went to the pits. I don't know what happened. Must have had an issue. Ryan Chanley giving us a follow. Hello. Thank you for the follow.
Hey, Chanley 67.
I don't know if that's Ryan Chanley, but that is Chanley. Oh, yeah, he's in the penalty box tonight. I forgot. Unfortunate for Ryan Chanley. He'll be back with us next week. We're going to turn this music off and get ready for the race, everybody. 30-minute race. No pit stop required. Just a sprint. Chanley giving us a follow.
To the flash. A flash to dash. Dash to the end. A flash to the...
I heard Chanley races with his pedals on the desk. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true. That's what I heard. Anyways.
I race with my pedals inverted.
Inverted?
And backwards. So my brake is my gas and my gas is my brake.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant. I didn't mean inverted. I meant backwards.
Do we have the proper cameras? We do.
Ooh, look at that one. I love that front right wheel. And look at that SRO. Is that the BMW? Look at that vent.
I don't know which car that was. Yep, there we go. We are green at Barcelona. Hopefully we don't see any straight crashes. We saw that a lot
wide
recently.
already.
Continuing with a 3 wide, we're about to go into turn 1. Couple zigzagging and back and forth. It looks fairly safe overall, though. I may have spoke too soon, as I usually do. Yep, there it is in the back. It looks like they recovered. There's a bonk. There's a spin. One car's out in turn 2. That's not too bad for a first turn, though, in a rookie series. These guys are starting to learn. It was great to see.
They took that pre-race briefing to heart this time.
Well, they might have looked at their penalty points and go, oh, I'm 1 penalty point away from getting race banned. Maybe I shouldn't be here. Let's get some information on the screen for you guys to see here. Turn this on.
Heading through Siege into turn 6. Watching Jake Schaefbauer. That Mercedes AMG GT3.
We're not going to have any pit stops tonight, so I'll make sure that information does not come on screen.
Oh. Jake Santos trying to squeeze in there. A little behind Miguel right now, but he's sniffing. He's ready.
There you
He's
go.
ready to
I
make
thought he was going to the inside of a corner for some reason. He's going on the outside. He'll fall on his way through.
Hey, what's up, Knight? How you doing, buddy?
Spencer Brown in chat. He said he's never racing with us ever again.
Ooh, and the overtake has been completed. Yeah, Spencer Brown said, you guys stink.
Yeah, he had issues with his controller causing a straight crash on the start of the race. Miguel Cicerone. Looks like Santos was able to get around Cicerone right on his tail now as they go towards the first corner. Lap 1 has been completed. See how defensive Santos is being here.
Line.
He's going to move back to the outside. That's the right play there.
He can still hold it. Oh!
Looks like he's going to be able to stay there. No contact, which is great. And he's going to hold that position over Cicerone.
Wow, great driving. Great driving
awesome.
from these rookies here.
Cicerone is now on the outside of this corner, allowing Chris Criddle to get alongside. Backs out.
Yeah, Miguel battling and having to be on the defensive as well at the same time.
Yep.
Because Chris Criddle's quick and he's getting ready to, he's going to poke his nose in there. You just make one little mistake before you know it. That's his spot.
Them closing that gap up as they go towards turn 7, up the hill. Ooh,
Oh,
Cicerone getting a little bit squirrely in the back there. Going to allow a little bit of space between Santos and Cicerone. Let's move further back. We got a battle between Bobby Joe Huckleberry. It looks like a train of 4 cars from 8th to 12th almost. So Bobby Joe's going to be on the inside here.
My new favorite person.
Just
Bobby Joe
Huckleberry. Ooh, there's a spin ahead.
Oh.
Nobody hit him. He just spun out. That was extremely unfortunate. Looks like that was Chris Capps.
Got a little too throttle happy, it looks like.
Correct. That was Mauricio that spun around there. John Bramer trying to catch up to Chris Capps here.
John Bramer in the top 10 here, getting ready to... He's in the points, so...
Yep, he definitely wants to get one of these podiums. At least start moving his way up, because he wants a podium for the season, so...
I always consider top 10 points. I know there's more points.
We are not running FIA points, by the way, so anybody that's curious about how that works, the FIA kind of has a weird staggered amount of points. Like P1 gets like 50 points, P2 gets like 40, and so on and so forth. We are very linear. So P1 gets 1 point over P2, and they get 1 point over P3, so on and so forth. The fastest lap of the race does get an extra point, though, so there is that.
That's pretty cool. That's something to work for. Those points add up.
A couple different battles going on. Trying to see if we can't catch one of these attempted overtakes. Looks like every time I look at one, they end up falling off. Jeremy Hayes showing slow for some reason. Not really. Damian Castro battling behind for that P22. On the way out of the corner. Looks like he got that overtake done. Excel Castro more or less gave him that position.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that gap between them now.
We're going to try and work their way back up. We got a spun around car, Jake Schaefbauer. I'll have to see what happened with him in just a moment. Looks like everybody's getting around pretty well there. Bobby Joe Huckleberry trying to send it to the inside of Drew Freiberger.
Freiberger in that McDonald's mid-pack Mafia car.
Yeah, we're Nick Kanye in chat saying, yo, hello, Nick, how are you?
French fries.
This battle's still raging.
Spencer was saying that he pulled out this week due to his Moza error last week, and he still hasn't had time to fix it. Busy with kids, back to school.
Yeah, had some issues there.
Kevin in chat, and they're great, buddy. The pizzas to come later.
I just had pizza right before the stream, and spaghetti. There we go, an overtake by Jack Santos, up into P2 now over Miguel Cicerone. These two have been battling and have moved up because of that spin from early on.
Mom's spaghetti.
Did you say mom's spaghetti?
I did.
Mom's spaghetti.
All right, so we did have that yellow flag from car number 93, I believe it was. Let me double check that. Jake Schaefbauer. Let's see what happened with him, causing him to spin around backwards.
Someone in chat said mom's spaghetti too.
It was Nick Kanye. All right, Jake Schaefbauer looks like he was going up the hill and just lost it, spinning himself out. And then continued on up the hill. Why was he backwards? We had somebody backwards, and I don't know what that was. Maybe that was a different one.
No, that was him in the Mercedes.
This was it here, I believe. We had two different yellow flags, so... Yep, here we go. Let's see what happened. It may have been that same exact corner, same way. He was just all the way around. Off track. Yep.
Oh, into the wall.
Rejoin, spun across. That is what happened. Now we know.
Now we know.
You didn't know, now you know. John Bramer still putting some pressure on Chris Capps.
Let's go, Sean. I know he's watching the stream.
Yeah, he's also streaming himself, I'm sure. Guys, I believe Sean Bramer is streaming. BB in Unknown should be his Twitch. Go give him a follow. Oh, my goodness. Commentator's curse. Decided the pit lane is where he wanted to go. That is not it, though.
Oh, he saves it, but ooh, that could have been dangerous.
Oh, my goodness. He touches the grass again. Sean, take a deep breath, brother man.
Brother man.
There's a 3-car, 4-car battle for P2 right now. Jack Santos back down into P3. He's got Chris Criddle behind and Micah Nakanichny. Yep, I learned how to say it. Santos does not want to be battling behind like he is currently. He wants to start moving forward, catch back up to Cicerone.
Longanu, I hope we're saying that right, is P1 right now. He's pulling away.
Yeah, 7
He's currently
seconds.
6.7 seconds in the lead right now. So it's
Yeah,
kind of his race right now. As long as he doesn't mess up, then
I will
it's going
say
to be over. He's only
the
got 21
sun,
minutes to hang
the
on.
sun has risen. Okay. So there's going to be some blinding lights here shortly from some of these drivers as they come around the final corners.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. The sun has risen.
No, that'll be on Easter. That's a different thing.
Oh.
Yep. Let's get on board with one of these and see what the see what it's going to look like as they turning into the sun. They get some blinding light there. Alex,
That's a nice looking sunset, though.
Whitto, sunrise, my friend.
Oh yeah, sunrise. My
Alex
mistake.
Whitto, GT4 is all he said. GT4, indeed.
Push.
Redream
Driver
driver
shout
shout
out.
Push. I don't know who we're pushing, but we're doing it.
Push driver.
Push. Look at this. Chris is slipping and sliding through turn 1, trying to gain that ground.
787 Racing said 6.7, so I'm assuming he's talking about the lead. And yes, he is 6.7. Like 7 seconds now, currently in the lead.
Yep. Still doing really well. Nicholas Woods in the mid pack here in that Mustang, battling another Mustang.
Why'd you just say it like that? In that Mustang?
I was thinking about the BOP for the Mustang. There is a negative ballast, but a restrictor on the car.
Yeah, so they're even slower than before. And the BOP.
They have a lighter car, but it's slower. It's weird. Was able to get that overtake done on Ryan Moffat. It's just kind of running away now at this point.
An anime girl on the side. That's what it is.
Hey, everybody likes an anime girl on the side of their American muscle cars.
Of course they do. I see it all the time at car shows. That's not a joke.
Bobby Joe Huckleberry in the British car has the most American livery on it.
He's got the coolest livery out there so far.
So far.
Ask my sister. She knows. Oh, Drew Freiberg getting a little slidey.
Ooh, I thought that he was going to rejoin the track. He was able to rejoin in a defensive position. Hold that position. Into the chicane they go. Now they got Sean Bramer on their tail, too.
I apologize for my enthusiasm about all these close incidents, but get some heart racing.
Sean Bramer following these two drivers down the hill. Kind of off tracking. See Drew being defensive up ahead.
Drew slowing him down a bit, it looks like.
Yeah, just a little bit. He's not giving up the position, so that's good. Definitely putting up a fight.
Hanging there defensively. When you got that little bit of a gap, you can still work on as if you're... I like to think of it when I'm racing. I'm trying to set my qualifying laps every lap. That's the only way in my mind that I'm going to be fast continuously. If I try to run race laps, I let go so early. I coast in the corners. I brake early. So if he can just pretend like, don't look in his rearview mirror and just set those quick laps, he's got enough space here where he can just stay on throttle and not have to go too defensive just yet.
Yeah, I like to do my fastest laps possible at any point that I'm driving. And then when it comes to battling, at that point, I start trying to brake later and all of that. But I'm always trying to, like you said, trying to do qualifying laps. But usually, I have more fuel, so I can't. But I'm also just slow, and it doesn't matter.
I have to tell myself that I'm doing even though I'm racing. I have to say, you're qualifying, Tony. Yeah. From there, I just kind of try to hit my same braking zones and on throttle zones and see what I can handle from there.
Well, battles will kind of split up a little bit. Chris Criddle putting some pressure on Jack Santos, I keep calling him Jake, for P3.
BMW, yeah.
These two drivers have fallen off of P2 now, nearly 2.5 seconds off of Miguel Cicerone. So unless Miguel makes a mistake and these two guys keep battling, they're probably not going to catch up.
Look at the lights from that sun. That's awesome.
Woofda. What is throttle control? Mr. Cool Jakey, hello?
Woofda.
The sun has continued to rise. I want to see what it looks like here shortly as these guys come around the final corners. Every time I go back to these two, they end up falling off. Got a couple different battles starting to build back up. Jake Schaefer
like
spun
that
out from
Drew is
P2.
still
Oh
in front,
no.
though.
We watched that on the replay too. It was just unfortunate. The only AMG on track has to spin around and not race no more. Hopefully your second race goes better.
Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
The sun's starting to come across that windscreen. Luckily there's some trees here to block that into the braking zone for turn 10. We'll go back on board here shortly as these drivers come through the final corners. That's final chicane.
Now, being one of these drivers, I would have prepared for this race by putting on one of those sun visors onto my helmets that that blocks some of that sun. That would have been, ooh, look at that. Yeah.
Actually not too terrible. It's there, but it's not overbearing. Look at those two drivers side by side ahead. Looks like Drew Freiberger lost that position and is now potentially going to lose a position to Sean Bramer. Oh, are we going to have a three-wide?
These are teammates. Sean Bramer and Drew Freiberger are mid-pack Mafia boys. So let's see. They're in chat together. I guarantee it.
Yep, Sean Bramer really, really narrow there. Is going to lose that position to Drew because of it.
Playing it safe.
Okay, though. Better than dying into the corner. So
Still half a race left to go. So
15 minutes.
18 minutes.
We're having some position changes down in the back. I don't quite know what's going on. George Smith, for some reason, and Kevin Willems, but they're not even anywhere near each other. Yellow flag from John Ryder. All right, moving back. Miguel Cicerone was catching up to P2. So it looks like he's not catching up. He got overtaken by P2, and we just missed the whole thing. So Jack Santos is back up in P2 again.
1 through 5 are all really close to each other.
Yeah, Miguel did a 149 last lap, losing 3 seconds. Overtake
that
back.
PRS car going a little wide and then a little inside, getting overtaken.
Yep, he's going to try and hold P3, but they're about to go. Yep, he's going to end up losing that position. So he's now in P4. Yep.
Now what he could do is cut that chicane and just take that spot
No! Oh, Drew Freiberger with the yellow flag. What happened? Not quite sure. It looks like he may have just went wide or something, but he ended up losing a position to Sean Bramer and then some extra time.
Yeah, now he's a second and a half behind Sean now.
Yep, Nicholas Woods putting some pressure on Nathan Ronda. Falling off a little bit through the final corner. We're going to jump back up to P4 with Jack Santos. He is the driver to watch tonight, I believe. I want to see if he can sneak that podium back in. He moved how many positions? Just up one from 5th place, but he was up in P2 a couple of times. So I want to see if he's able to get back up in there.
He's doing some dancing tonight, that's for sure.
Yep, he's getting his money's worth. Yeah, there's a lot more sunlight in their eyes as they come through that corner now, too. This is a dynamic that most of these drivers haven't dealt with, other than practicing. They haven't dealt with it while racing, so this is kind of why we throw in these different times of day, so they can see that the sun does become a factor. It's something you got to deal with. A couple different battles on track. John Ryder and looks like Mauricio. Could be a back marker in the mix too. Yeah, that's Jake Schaefbauer back out on track. A couple laps down. Looks like 2 laps down from these drivers ahead.
And you're a rider holding that inside line, trying to play a little defensive there. I've seen him
Mauricio considering moving to the inside. Didn't quite do it. Turn in later here. Might give him a better run on the exit. Might have another 3 wide going on.
Exit there. Oh, he's ahead.
he's kind of closed in. Mauricio getting that overtake done. Oh, and the Mercedes following
right
through and spinning around again.
Oh,
Start the car up, get off the track. Oh no, that is extremely unfortunate. That AMG is not working well with Jake Schaefbauer. I'm sorry that that's kind of the way it's been working. Like I said, I hope your second race goes better than your first.
yep. Oh, gotta go run wide. Getting overtaken. Hot dog.
Yeah, Red de Guzman losing that P15 now in 16th. Mauricio kind of running away here.
I keep saying hot dog.
So Mauricio was
on the side of their car.
hot dog. Mauricio was involved in an early on incident putting him down. He's currently 8 positions lower than where he qualified. So he's definitely trying to work his way back up. That's why you're seeing those kinds of sends, it looks like.
Yeah, he's like, I want to get those spots back.
Ron Bramer still working with Chris Capps, trying to work his way up. He's up 4 positions from where he qualified, so that's good to see.
I was just about to say, he's up 2 positions from the last time I said he was P10.
Yeah, it looks like he got that overtake on Drew, and there may have been another slip and slide earlier. So
he's not letting Chris Capps go, though. I love it. I love seeing Sean. Sean has really improved drastically from when we first started. Oh, drifting.
A little bit. We got a car that's kind of off track here. Nathan Rondot. Hopefully he's able to recover and get going.
Oh, it's way off. You see some boards crushed over there.
There's a battle right into this corner here too.
See, look, it says hot dog on his car.
It says hack dog.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it said hack dog.
No, well, maybe it does. Hang on. Yeah, hack dog. You're right. Hack dog. I mean, ha ha! Ooh, battle between Luke Warmwater and Drew Freiberger. Drew taking the entire racing line here, trying to get that better entrance. Looks like he's able to do it. Stay ahead.
Drew said, that's my line. Get out of here.
Yep, he's going to stay really narrow into this next corner.
Hang on to it, Drew. You got this.
Drew's another improving driver that we've watched over the last couple seasons make great strides towards the podiums, and I believe he's fighting for a podium position in points as well. So,
well, I think even more importantly, he's taking more of like an upper management role within Noobs R Us, and he's been like doing the briefings and everything. I think he's been doing a great job as far as like getting all the lobby set up. I know he had an issue last week or a week before where there wasn't a full outlap.
I think that was intentional, but he didn't know it was supposed to be that way. So that was the way the preset was set, but he didn't know that and didn't put it in the briefing. So it was kind of a bit of confusion for everybody, but that's the way it was supposed to be.
Yeah, but he's been doing a great job as far as everything else goes. And to see his racecraft improve is good for him.
Yeah, we're super grateful that Drew's taken on that role as event administrator. Him and I have been working together to improve some of our logs on the back end. Most drivers won't see any of these changes, but the stewards are going to see it. It's going to kind of help clarify things and stop stewarding mistakes. So, Chris Criddle.
Whoa!
That was Miguel.
That dive on the inside.
That was Miguel being really defensive, trying to keep Chris out of that draft, moving back to the outside line is what that was. So,
you got to be careful going that defensive because you're only going to hurt your overall lap. So.
Got side-by-side action going on with Jeremy Hayes and Drew Freiberger again into turn 1. Drew using all the track again. Is he going to be able to hold that line on the inside? Is he going to be able to hold the position this time around? It was really narrow, hitting some of those bumps. He's not. Luke will.
Yeah, I think he let Luke will. Oh, Luke will, not lukewarm.
Luke will will take the position from Drew. Is what I was trying to say. Drew now has Jeremy Hayes behind to worry about in that Toy Story livery car that's not actually Toy Story.
Yeah, just pull the AAA battery.
You know what? I'm gonna tag him in Discord right now and tell him we got to make him a livery.
All right, tag him right now and tag him with the picture. Make sure you just copy and paste the picture from Google and say we need to get this for you right now. Put a capitalization on need.
All right, let me open that up. Toy Story
All right, watching.
RC car.
Drew still holding off Jeremy Hayes here, trying to fight back for Luke Warmwater in that mid-pack Mafia McLaren. Making a left here at Bonk Sabadell. Excuse me. They should be coming around the corner here. They're going to fly around this Europe car corner into the chicanes. The chicanes, look at them slide around. These are tough to do. You want to get heavy onto the brakes, cut that inside. Manage to hold it, keep it clean. That's a tough corner because you have all of those like Sasha's curves that you want to watch out for. And then even on the exit, you have that yellow curve that you want to put the middle of the car over without going too wide, because too wide will make it dirty. But Jeremy Hayes looking for that inside line on Drew Freiberger. Oh, Drew's managed to hold it off. Good job, Drew, going to that inside again. Jeremy Hayes still looking to hopefully have that faster line. Looks like he's got that inside line, so he might be able to, if he stays on the throttle. See, yeah, he's going to push for that. Okay, he's a little far off still. But he's getting that speed, and it looks like he's right there on the tail of Drew Freiberger for right now. Left turn in Repsol in the seat. Seat! That seat in the sun.
So while we've been watching these two, Jack Santos did move back up into P3 over Chris Criddle. These two drivers have been battling for the last lap or so. Some other battles further back, Nathan Rondat, Red de Guzman. And Damian Castro looks like as well. You can see a little bit of defensive action from Gaston Zamora ahead. Looks like Gaston is driving with a gamepad, possibly.
When you say gamepad, what I think is a fighting stick.
A gamepad? You think a fighting stick?
I used to do a lot of Street Fighter, and we used to call those gamepads.
Well, those are gamepads.
Yeah, not a controller.
I want to remind our viewers, guys, we do have some challenges for your bonks, the chat points. They're 30,000 points spent for the entire community. The community will vote on a one-off racetrack format, time of day, all of that. 1,000 bonks spent, the community will be able to pick an entire series and format. So keep that in mind. Don't forget to spend your bonks. When it ends,
2,000 points just thrown into there.
I'll throw some in there too. I'll throw in 2,000. Why not?
2,000 is the max I could do. I was going to do it all.
I can't do it as the streamer, so I'd have to do it as myself. That requires me opening and muting and things.
I was watching Jack Santos and that McLaren right behind him. Was it Criddle?
Yeah, it was. It was Criddle. We'll have to go back and watch it. But now he's got Micah right on his tail.
He just went a little, got a little slidey in the corner and just went off is all that happened. I was watching it on my...
let's go back and see what happened here. Let's watch that replay.
But I don't have his livery, so that's why I was unable to see.
I've got it here. It looks like they're going into turn 7. And he just slid and lost it. That was unfortunate.
Yep.
Oh, and then he almost clipped that other car. Woo!
But he had to brake too, so he's losing a lot of time there, losing that spot.
Yep. Last 3 minutes of the race, guys. These guys are really pushing, trying to gain ground on each other. Bobby Joe Huckleberry fighting for P5 now. Bobby Joe Huckleberry's up 4 positions from where he qualified. This is an awesome place. And a good amount of point gain there.
Whose wing do you think's bigger, that Aston Martin or Bentley?
I think the Bentley appears to be bigger, just because of where the where those hooks are at. Ooh, slipping and sliding through turn 2 is going to cause him to back off a little bit.
Come on, Bobby Joe.
John Bramer behind. Another driver we've been watching most of the race here. A couple different battles to watch. Try and see if I can't catch most of them. Damian Castro going wide on the final corner, losing a position potentially. Nope, he's going to hold that position to Mark Garrison ahead. Nathan Rondat trying to get around Red de Guzman still hasn't been able to do it. There he goes into turn 1.
Can I ask a question about this pick your series while I got you here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
Yep, there's a
That was
back
a lot of
marker in the
cars.
mix there.
Oh
Hopefully he'll
god.
get in the mix. He's just trying to get out of the way.
I put 2,000 points in, but I at no point was I able to pick a series. Does the series only become available after the 10,000 points?
It's 100,000 points. 100,000 points.
Oh, it's 100,000?
The community has to work together in the chat to build up 100,000 points. They have 30 days to do it.
Oh, I felt good about my 2,000. I was like, we're almost there already.
Once we hit that 100,000, the community will start to discuss what they want the series to be.
All right.
We will host the series to their parameters.
Anybody watching, are they able to, on a replay, are they able to contribute points then as well?
I can't say whether they can or can't.
To all those you doing a replay on the stream right now, please, if you can try to get some points. Hey, we're up to 4,000 now.
There you go.
Spencer Brown contributing 2,000 points. Thank you, Spencer. That's what I'm talking about.
We are on the final lap of the race now. Wang Anu is nearly 10 seconds ahead of Miguel Cicerone.
Yeah, he ran away with it. He said, what challenge?
Yep. This battle between Chris Capps and Sean Bramer has been going on the entire race.
I'm really impressed with Sean Bramer tonight. He's been doing a fantastic job. No incidents. He's worked his way up. He's up, 4 positions now? So good job, Sean.
You want Bathurst, you say. Speaking of Bathurst, guys, October is coming around. We usually do Spooky Spa, and oh my goodness, who was that?
Into the wall, that Mustang.
Excel Carvalho in the back. Oh my goodness. That was extremely unfortunate. What I was saying is we do Spooky Spa. That is going to stay. We're going to do Spooky Spa, but I did get a request to do Bloodbath Thirst. So we may do, instead of one single race, we may do 2 races for the Spooky Spa race. It'll be both on the same night, Spooky Spa and Bloodbath Thirst. All right, the winner of the race is Wanganu in P1. P2 is in the pits. Miguel Cicerone, P3, Jack Santos. Chris Criddle, P4, Micah Nakanechny. P5, P6, Bobby Joe Huckleberry. P7, Chris Capps. Sean Bramer in P8. P9 and P10, Lukewarm Water and Jeremy Hayes. Overall, what a race from the M's. That was extremely clean compared to what we've seen the last couple races. So I think the drivers are starting to learn a little bit from their mistakes.
So much cleaner.
We are going to move the race over, or move the game over to the Pro-Ams and Pro Split. So we'll watch their second race.
I was just going to say about Bathurst, I'm practicing for a 6-hour at Bathurst on iRacing in the V8 Supercars Gen 3, and that is a tough series to practice for. Those cars are wild.
You're wild.
Whoa!
Cicerone, we're afraid of our harsh penalties. Hey, if you're in the Pro-Am split and the Pro split, the penalties are harsher. Rather, it's easier to get to a disqualification. So you guys can probably hear in the background. I don't know if the game is playing noise. It is not. Okay. The Pro-Ams and Pros are still finishing up their first race, so we will be jumping on with them here shortly. Mr. Spiders,
you can hear.
277.
Talking about my dogs.
Another thing, guys, to think about. We are nearly at 1,000 members in our Discord. We will be doing a 1,000-member race, celebration race, just like we did for the 500. We already have it planned out. I'm excited about it. You guys don't know anything about it, and you won't until we hit 1,000. So
I haven't even heard about it.
I know. That's because we haven't talked to anybody about it. But there is a race, an event planned for hitting 1,000 members in the Discord. So once we get there, we will set that up.
One thing I'm good at, though, is not paying attention. So you could have slipped past me.
How far are we from 1,000? We're within 50. We only need 50 more, I believe. Taking
Oh,
a quick
dang, we're
look-see.
almost there. Ah! Does that say Mexican?
Yeah,
I
it's
love
in
it.
Mexican. I yelled it out earlier.
Nice.
We are at 955 members total. So
I'm streaming, dogs. Please do not bark.
I'm streaming. Barks, do not dog.
If you hear my dogs bark at all, I got a thing here next to me. I'm gonna press the button and they're gonna stop barking. Like one of those high pitched
Mexican. Yes, sir. My bad. Si, senor. Don't make us get Nico and David in here to translate, okay?
Si, senor.
Thank you guys for your patience. We are still waiting for the pro-ams and pros to finish up their race. They're crossing the start-finish line now. Looks like Ronnie Pollard is in the podium position too, so that's good. We need more bonks, guys. Come on, don't be shy or stingy. Nobody knows what you're talking about, guys. You got to explain it. Spencer, everybody that's waiting for their next race to start, spend some points to get the chat points.
Yeah,
spent.
Contribute.
No, it's not
Your
my job.
job.
It's your job now. We got to get word of mouth going. I've said it once, and that's all I'll say. You guys need to start spreading the word.
Spread the word, you big turds.
Because it's a thing for us to have to do, okay? And I know how communities can come up with disastrous things. I don't really want to do it. But you guys...
I bonked it to the Max Verstappen, too.
The pro split is about to start up again. Looks like we're finally at the end of the session, so they'll be getting back out on grid.
Back out on grid. Hey, I can hit drive this time.
I can hit connect this time. And we will be going straight into... Ooh,
I'm
excuse
so
you.
sorry. I did not mean to do that in the chat. I should have muted myself.
I'm
so sorry.
All right, we're going to move over to the drivers for the grid walk. And Tony Danzig, I'll hand the mic off to you.
All right, I know these ones a little bit easier here. First place in that Noobs R Us McLaren. Look at that beautiful livery there. In the 756 McLaren, Nico Menendez in the pole position. Way to go, Nico. Pulling up second place is Shane Subi Dodger, a fellow commentator in the Enduro series. Great to see you up there, Shane. Third place is Michael Maleta in that Porsche. Fourth place, we're looking at James Casaboon. Fifth place is going to be followed up by Dean Stefani. Sixth place is held by Ronnie Pollard. Seventh place is going to be Senor Andrew Trejo. Eighth place, Efra
Archia.
Archia, PRRS. Looks like he's in that. Ooh, that's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
That's a PRRS McLaren. That's nice. We saw the BMW on the other one. Now pulling in on the ninth place is going to be JJ Burr. 10th place is going to be Senor Jake Willems, followed by Joe Allison in that 11th spot. Aguilar Martinez, Senor Martinez in position. Yeah, I'm butchering it. All right. Don't worry about it. Aguero Martinez in P12. I got a little bit of dyslexia. All right. Casey Swansinger is in 13th place and at number 84, followed by Nicholas Dwyer at P14. P15 is Tarley. Tarley is going to be followed by Alan Mackey and P16. P17 is Ishan Gok. Ishan Gok is followed by Hendrickson. He's becoming a fan of mine. Hopefully he does very well.
He's a fan of yours, or you're a fan of him?
I think it's both and both.
Very well.
But he's followed by Michael Hoff, who's Mr. Michael Burkhoff.
Yeah.
And he's going to be closely followed by Devin Anthony. Devin Anthony's going to be trying to shoot for that position ahead of him come T1. But he's followed up by Umit Donner in P21st. A good friend of ours, both of ours, Mark Miller in P22. He's looking to do something in that 99 McLaren. Mr. Michael Cortez. Is Michael Cortez the one on the full...
Yep, full motion rig, yep.
Full motion rig for Mr. Mark Miller in P22.
No, Mike Cortez.
No, Mark Miller's in 22, but Michael Cortez. Oh, Michael Cortez has the...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Michael Cortez has the full motion rig in P23. But he's followed by Jake Go Slow in 24th, Brian D. Santiago in P25, Mr. Eric Meaty Metcalf in P26, followed up P last, number 27, Mr. Phil Dixon.
Those drivers are going to start getting out on the track. We will get back on board with them. We're going to quickly run another ad so that we're not interrupted, and we will be right back. Get the music turned off. Get this advertisement out of the way.
I get nervous when I'm reading names, and I was gripping my phone when I did that, and I broke my phone case.
No way! Really?
it was already a little broken, but I cracked it in half just now. So.
That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. It is 9 a.m. now, so we are seeing a little bit later in the day. The sun is a little bit higher, and we'll be out of the driver's eyes. We'll get race
Hopefully those
gaps
drivers
on.
turn their lights off. I hate seeing lights on when you don't need them.
All right.
Oh, let me do the...
Round 2, Team PRRS. Yes, sir. Shane Dodger, I know he's stoked to be up in P2 right now. This is a position that he probably hasn't been around, so I wonder how nervous it's made him. He didn't come in a podium position in the finish of the race, so hopefully he does better. Thank you for the sub, Maxican 350. Hey, one sub from Maxican. I appreciate that.
Maxican.
Apparently we had a goal of 10 subs and we were at 10 out of 10. I didn't know that, but now I know.
I'm
couldn't with the ads. I understand.
Yeah, same.
We do appreciate it. We run the ads in a specific place so that you shouldn't be interrupted during the race. So next time around, if you want to unsub, that's completely fine. Just keep that in mind. The ads are in a place that don't interfere with the race or shouldn't interfere with the race. That said, the drivers are getting ready to, or they are in the side-by-side formation in the third sector. Appreciate it.
Ready to go into that chicane. Look at all those Noobs Rust cars up front.
Yes, sir. This is the Pro-Ams and Pros, everybody. So we are going to see two different splits on track together. They are very close as far as speed goes and safety. I say that, but there's probably going to be a major death in turn 1 because it is race 2. These guys have gotten comfortable with themselves and their competitors around them, and they will end up hitting each other. That's just the way it goes.
Will we be able to see the splits on your time board on the left?
When the car number comes up, yes, you will see it for that.
Green light, green light.
They're green. Race 2 for the Pro-Ams and Pros. The Pros will have those white plates. You'll see that with their car number. The Pros will, and then the Pro-Ams will have the silver plates. There's the crash right at the start. My goodness, that was Hendrickson in the back. Not even at the first corner. Hendrickson in the back after that bonk.
Oh, that BSR car just chilling.
It was extremely unfortunate.
Bentley trying to hold off 3 wide. Going down middle of the track.
He's going to hold
inside.
Jake Go Slow. Looks like
back
he's going
on
to
throttle.
Sit there. Jake Willems, rather, on that outside line. Now on the inside into turn 4.
That's Jake's corner now. That's Jake's corner now.
Got
Get out of here.
Overtake done. Now that Bentley behind, JJ Burr has to worry about Andrew Trejo in the Mustang.
Now, as we discussed earlier, if these drivers are looking to get past a couple drivers, you have the chicane coming up where you can cut that first corner of the chicane.
Yeah, but we shouldn't be doing that.
Make it a straight line.
We shouldn't be doing that.
No, it's an automatic penalty and maybe maybe kicked from the race.
Yep.
But I'm just saying, it's a possibility.
Shane Dodger down 2 positions from where he started already in 4th.
A lot of race just started. Come on, Shane, you got this. Head down, buckle up,
head down,
eyes on track.
Everybody keep your hands and legs in the air at all times.
In the air. We have Cosman going a little wide.
Yeah, it's not going to be quite enough to let Shane get alongside. We have to see by the end of the straight. Nico Menendez with the fastest time, 47.4. This is obviously the start of the race. How many laps is it? Approximately some odd amount. 30-minute race. The amount of laps is irrelevant. They probably like between 15 and 18.
If you think they're doing a minute 43 to a minute 45 per lap, so that's almost 2 laps, or a lap every 2 minutes. So they're going to be around 15 to 18 laps probably.
Yep. Andrew Trejo right on the tail of JJ Burr, still trying to get around. Let's move further back with Mike Burkhoff on the tail of Casey Swanseeger here. Right on his tail.
Like a little Sky McLaren. I wonder how much Casey wants to be back in the Porsche.
I don't think he wants to. I think he's been fairly comfortable being in this McLaren.
He's been doing pretty good in the McLaren. He's P16. I don't know if that's where he wants to be, but his racecraft looks good in it. So
yeah. He's not self-induced bonks as much anymore because he's moved off that Porsche.
Correct. A little bit more consistency.
There is a battle from P21 all the way to P last right now. A little bit of a gap between 20. Ooh, there we go. There's a send from Mike Cortez. Not able to hold on to it though. He did give it a go. Just thinking about what Mike Cortez is going through in that motion rig makes me really want to get one. I want to slam the brakes and feel like I'm being thrown, you know?
Jealousy is what I feel.
Mike
I got a couple butt kickers, but they're tiny little ones. And they go dead after like 30 minutes of use. They get overheated. Power down. Yeah.
Andrew Trejo and JJ Burr going at it again into turn 1. Not able to get alongside though. Keep that pressure. Looks like there's a lot of pressure from other drivers, but no real overtakes going on. P1, Nico Menendez is now 1.5 seconds ahead of Michael Maleta, with James Koskinen right behind, and Shane Dodger as well. Jake Willems up in P7, trying to get around Efra Archia, that PRRS car.
Who's got eyeballs on it? Is that the all-seeing eye?
Maybe. It could just be it could be an angel. Who knows?
Well, the standard
biblically accurate angel. It was a BMW with eyes on it. Who'd have thought? Andrew Trejo is still right on the tail of JJ. He's going to move really far to the inside. Hopefully not going to be able to hit him. Side by side they go into the chicane.
They're kissing.
Or bus stop, whatever you want to call that. It looks like he's able to get around. That was a good overtake by Andrew. Yeah, that was overall really well. JJ trying to keep that pressure and get that position back, though, into chicane RACC. Out of the corner they go. JJ is now falling off quite a bit here. Nico Menendez with the fastest lap. You see at the top of the screen, he's done a 43.815, just like Tony Danzig was saying. Guido Martinez is now going to try and go for an overtake on JJ Burr, moving to that inside. Really, really far to the inside here. There's potential bonk there. Nope, no bonk there. Off track, though, by Guido. And trying to recover without hitting anybody. Not able to get the position done because of that. And now has Dean Stefani behind to worry about, while trying to also go for an overtake on JJ Burr.
I always think of Gwen Stefani.
Well, it's his sister.
Or cousins.
Well, what if his last name is Stephanie and we just haven't gotten it? It could just be Stephanie. I've never asked the guy.
That's true.
Eric Metcalf has made up a lot of ground from where he started, up in P19 currently. Looks like he's going to try and go for an overtake here shortly. You can tell Tony Danzig is starting to fall asleep. Everybody has had a long day at work.
No, someone had messaged me about something, and it took my It distracted me, so I do
You
apologize.
distracted.
I'm back now, though.
He's a
I'm
distracted
back now,
driver.
though, baby.
Flip your phone face down and don't look at it. No overtake opportunities yet. Way in the back though with Devin Anthony. Jake goes slow. Battle is raging. Raging battle.
Raging.
Raging Cajun. Did you know that Devin Anthony is a Cajun? He can speak fluent Cajun French.
No, we can't.
I'm just making stuff up. That's
Okay. I was gonna ask him next time I talk to him, so.
No, he can't. Guys, there is a... If I remember right, there's another thing you can spend your bonks on that's called hot take. The streamer has to come up with a hot take on the spot. I don't know what that hot take would be. Maybe it would be that Devin Anthony is a Cajun. You know? That's the hot take. James Casaboon, still in P3, he's now caught up to P2, right on the tail. I'm going to try and gain some extra ground up the hill. Looks like he's fallen off just a little bit. Shane Dodger behind, almost a second in trail. James gaining some ground down the straight. Not going to look to the inside, though.
But he is gonna look to the. No, I'm just gonna.
He's not gonna go anywhere. He's just gonna try and
I
put
thought
down
he
his
was. I
fastest
thought he
laps.
was.
A little bit narrower on that turn. Not going to be enough for him to gain any ground. Matter of fact, that Porsche is just way earlier on the throttle, was able to pull away.
I love this angle.
I like this one too.
Gutted
On the
trunk.
inside.
The gutted trunk. Look at that.
It has an engine in there somewhere.
In the trunk? What car are we on?
Right underneath. This is
Oh,
the
on a
Porsche.
Porsche. Yeah.
It should be right underneath the camera here.
That's the heat shield and blocking all that bad stuff out. McAfee.
James Casaboon gaining some ground into turn 2 there. Or turn 1, rather. Got some battles going on further back. Joe Allenson, Brian DeSantiago, and Hendrickson. Hendrickson, after his lap 1, straight 1 spin, was able to gain some ground back up. Back into 23rd overall. Joe Allenson, is he going to look to the inside? He is. Brian DeSantiago is not going to be defensive. Going to try and hold that outside line so he has the better exit through turn 2.
Almost 3 wide in that corner.
Almost 3 wide in the corner, which is definitely the weird place to be. Not able to get hold that position from Joe Allenson. Joe will lead this small pack. Now Brian DeSantiago has Vegard behind he's got to worry about. And these guys battling is allowing Mike Cortez in P24 to catch up. This is a pretty decent battle right now. All these drivers fairly quick. Allenson pulling away a little bit. There's a slip and slide by Brian in the back. Vegard is going to more or less get around.
Woo!
Complete the overtake there. Try and put some pressure on Joe Allenson ahead.
That Audi trying to scream for position.
Moving back up towards the front. James Casaboon still trying to catch up to Michael Maleta. Nico Menendez has just left everybody in the dust. 3 seconds ahead right now of P2.
Nico said, I'm out.
Yep. He said, Mom's spaghetti, I'm out.
Mom's spaghetti. I was nervous with Mom's spaghetti.
I'm going to come back to this battle in just a moment as we move to P11 with Dean Stefani, Aguero Martinez.
Yeah, Mom's spaghetti.
In that grabber blue Mustang.
Whoa! You probably like that Mustang, don't you?
I like mine better.
I was just saying because it's so similar to yours.
It is the same color,
Yeah.
but I have
Is yours
my beautiful
grabber
ghost stripes.
blue or is it hyper blue?
No, it's grabber blue. It's metallic
okay.
grabber blue, so it actually has metallic. I took a picture of it today where the ghost stripes could barely be seen. It looks so good.
Oh, that's right. You put the ghost stripes on it. I forgot.
I'm actually going to post this picture in the IRL cars right now on Discord. Guys, if you want to check out our Discord, go in there and you can see my car. I just did a full detail on it. and just got one single picture of the outside, and it looks beautiful. IRL, where's the real cars? Where did that go?
IRL vehicles.
Found it?
I want to see it.
Look at those ghost stripes on the front.
Oh, wow, you can barely see it. That's nice.
It's cool.
I like that.
Joe Allenson and Henderson. Henderson's able to get around Joe. Joe's going back to the inside, able to get alongside, not able to stick it. There he goes, back to the inside again. There's a light bump between those two drivers. That was a good overtake by Joe, back ahead of Vagard.
Way to go. Just because I don't want to be left out, I'm going to upload a photo of my car.
Nah, nobody needs to see your cruddy carbon fiber.
That way, if you're watching it back, you can be like, oh, that's what Tony Danzig drives.
Hey, man, I may live a terrible life, but at least I don't wake up and grab a Subaru key. Anyways, I saw that on Facebook the other day. Dean Stefani actually fell back 2 positions here. Nicholas Dwyer was able to get around and is now behind Tarley for P11.
Heading into the corner, I feel like this corner, a lot of position can be gained or lost.
Yeah, that's
like
actually my worst corner because I've never gained a position there in my life.
Oh, I feel like that's a lot of time that can be gained in that corner. You hold it inside and just lay on the throttle, and it just carries you outward.
Ooh. Nissan Gok and Mike Burke fighting for position. Nissan with a light tap on the rear. Now has to worry about Casey Swanseger on the inside of turn 9. A dangerous place to be. Nissan way off track. Rejoins Casey following. Is Casey going to look to this inside? He is. Is he going to be able to outbrake and go for the pass? He is not.
He held off, yeah.
Casey
16 minutes left in the race.
One of our head stewards, Casey Swanseger, ends up getting bonked a lot, guys. And recently I haven't seen a lot, and I'm happy to say I don't think he's been getting bonked as much. But
that's because I'm not on track.
One of our other head stewards, Mark Miller, is one of the dirtiest drivers out there. He actually wasn't allowed to race last week because he was subsequent race banned. So,
oh wait, are you being serious?
I'm being dead serious. He was subsequent race banned and wasn't allowed to race last week. So,
oh wow!
And he was required to do a post-race review with myself.
Oh wow!
Yep.
That's like having gone to the driver ed school. For too many points on your license.
Speaking of Mark Miller, Joe Allenson getting around him, or at least trying to, into turn 1. Mark's going to hold that position again through turn 2. That's what we see a lot during this race is attempted overtaking to turn 1, then may be able to hold a little bit on that outside line and potentially hold the position into turn 2.
We're at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
15 minutes left in the race. Halfway through.
Go.
4-car battle for P20, maybe 5. Well, actually, it looks like everybody from P20 all the way down to P26 is within 2 seconds of each other. So, got a couple different battles going on. We got a bonk. My goodness!
Jesus!
We moved right to that. Let's go to Helicam and see how that happened. Up the hill through turn 7. And then into turn 8. A little bit of defensiveness from that Porsche. Then the offensiveness from the Mustang caused him to get up on the curb, have a better exit, and then
bonk. Dang.
That is unfortunate. Extremely unfortunate that it happened to him. With that said, that has allowed everybody to kind of fall off from each other here.
ACC physics.
The way it is. Mike Burkhoff and Alan Mackey fighting for position towards turn 1 they go. Mike's going to move towards that racing line and try and get alongside on the outside. He does a great job, but he gets spun. Is able to recover a little bit with that second bump from Mackey. Mackey actually going wide there. I don't know if he was given that position back or if he got kind of spun a little bit too, but Mackey now has Isan to worry about. Casey Swanseger behind as well.
That could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, it absolutely could have. Isan and Mackey side by side through turn 4. potential 3-wide situation developing with Casey Swansiger. Looks like it's not going to happen. Isan will just tuck in behind Mackey. Casey will have to try and work his way through. JJ Burr with the yellow flag ahead. Facing the correct way. I don't know if that was an accidental spin. It didn't look like he was around anybody. Let's move back towards this battle. Nicholas Dwyer and Eric Metcalf also battling. From P12 down to P18, almost everybody is within a second of each other.
They're all hanging in there.
Nicholas Dwyer being defensive into turn 10. Going to keep that position for now, ahead of Eric Metcalf. Mike Burkhoff ahead. Into the chicane they go. Got JJ Burr just ahead. JJ Burr slipping and sliding, going into the pits. It looks like he's going to repair some damage. 12 minutes left in the race. This is going to be detrimental for JJ. He's either going to end his race in the pits or he's going to come back out. Either way, I don't think he's going to be last overall. I have to see. He might. No, he's going to be last overall.
Saying dirty driver.
He said that a while ago. We're talking about Casey Swansiger.
Oh.
He was being a smart a-hole.
Oh, smart a-hole.
Yep, that's how smart he is. A-hole smart.
When I was a kid, I called my brother the A word. And when my mom yelled at me, I told her, I meant to call him Apple. She's like, what?
I was holding my tongue when I said it.
Yeah, you Apple.
Casey's not able to get around Isan yet. Continuing the battle. Hopefully we'll see Casey go for a send here shortly.
Jeff, Rosie, in space.
Nick Kanya, if you haven't heard, you need to spend some of your bonks.
Yeah, we only have me and Spencer Brown so far spending some bonk points.
So once again, combined points of the entire community of 30,000, we'll have a race. Not an onboard. We'll have a race, a one-off race decided by the community, or if you guys combine up and get 100,000 points, you got 30 days to do that. The community will pick an entire series. Want to see some onboard with Casey Swansiger? Let's do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say just look towards the top of your chats, and that's where you'll see the option to click into it and then to donate your points if you do shall so care.
We moved over to Casey right as he was able to get around Isan through the final corner. Into turn 1, Casey will break right around that 100 board.
Going super wide.
And moving all the way to the apex of turn 2. He's going to lose a lot of time here. You can see that rearview mirror of Isan kind of gaining that ground back up. But that McLaren is able to just turn that much better through turn 3 and kind of run away here. Braking just under the bridge, hard and heavy, all the way to the apex. Easy throttle application here. You don't want to spin. All the way back to the right. Braking. I don't know where to brake there. There's some black on the road. That's where I would brake from the tire brake, the rubber on the track. Same for this corner. You're going to use a lot of that curb on that left side and a lot on this right side. Up and over this hill, right at that orange mark on the left. Light brake, turn the car in, throttle as early as you can using all the track on exit. Braking right around the 100 here as well. All the way to the left. He misses his apex here, but that's okay. Doesn't have a lot of... He's gaining some ground on Mackey ahead anyways. Much tighter on the apex there than Mackey. Not able to gain ground though. Don't hit that sausage curve on the right side. It'll spin you, as well as both the inside of the apexes on the chicane. Don't want to hit those sausage curves there either. Try not to run past that yellow sausage curve on the exit. Final corner all the way to the outside. And run down the straight. There's your lap, your onboard lap with Casey Swansiger.
And there you have it.
With that said, Moving up further, Andrew Trejo's gained a little bit of ground on Efracia in the black Ford Mustang. I like that. That difference in the matte that goes to the gloss. I think that looks nice.
Yeah, I think it's always a good move.
I think that's the reason why I don't like the blue one is because it's not a gloss blue. It's a matte blue. With that said, guys, we're down to 7 minutes left in the race. There are still some little battles here and there, but right now most everybody is kind of relaxed outside of a half second of each other. P1, Nico Menendez coming through the chicane, RACC, if that's how you say it. Rack chicane.
Rack.
3 seconds ahead of Michael Maleta. Michael Maleta does have James Casaboon within a second, or just nearly. Shane Dodger behind in fourth. Pretty big gap to P5. Ronnie Puller did come in P3 last race, so we'll have to see what happened during this race that caused that. Maybe there was something lucky to happen in race 1. Don't know. The battle right now, I believe, is going to be Andrew Trejo. Looks like we got maybe another one further back with Vegard Hendrickson in that BSR BMW. And
BMW.
Brian DeSantiago just ahead of him. We're going to be battling out of the final corner. We do have another battle with Nicholas Dwyer and Eric Metcalf into turn 1. Dwyer's going to back out. The yellow flag with Aguero Martinez. Don't know what was going on with that. Mike Burkhoff catching up now. Casey Swansea. The battles are starting to get going again. I don't know which one to watch. We're catching up to all the battles again, everybody. We had a lull, and now it's all coming back at the same time. Mike Burkhoff and Aguero Martinez will be who we watch for just a moment. As they go through turn 7 now. Mike Burkhoff is going to have just a little bit better of an exit, not enough to get alongside into turn 9. Braking earlier, getting on the throttle earlier. It's going to allow him to have a run down this straight along with the draft. He may tuck to that inside.
Doesn't look like it's enough.
Not quite enough to get alongside there either. Oh, there's a spin! He's able to get around free! Whereas Aguero Martinez spins himself around and is now sideways on track. Losing quite a few positions now. We do have a battle for P2. Look how defensive Maleta was being there. My goodness. That's going to allow James to go do the over-under. What an overtake. Micah Maleta slipping and sliding through turn 1. That was unfortunate. Good overtake, though. Further back, Eric Metcalf putting some pressure on Isan Gok as they go down the front straight into P1. Metcalf is going to close the gap up a little bit. Right on his tail now. Not able to get alongside through the first couple corners. Slipping and sliding, that's going to cause him to lose time, but he may be able to gain that back through this really long right-hander if he's able to get on the throttle earlier. He's going to hold that position temporarily. Oh, that is a bad camera view right there, is it not?
No. The window of a Prius?
the Aston, it looks like. There's just no rear window at the Aston. No wonder why it's just got a rear view camera in there. Metcalf is still holding his ground.
As it's got an ass ton worth of rear end on it.
Yes. Too much whine. Yep.
Too much whine.
Is Eric Metcalf going to be able to go for an overtake in the next couple corners? He's been right on his tail for nearly a lap, so my guess is he could probably outpace him. His best lap was a 45 flat, whereas Isan's was a 45.6. So Eric does have the pace to get up and around. Hopefully we'll see an overtake in the next lap. Through the chicane. Got a train of cars building behind them now. On board with Eric. Let's do it. Nick didn't want to spend his money or his points on contributing to the community. He just wants to get on boards. Once again, braking at that 100 board. He brakes a little bit earlier. Was all the way inside, gaining that ground on Isan. Just a lift here. Don't even really need a brake. And as early on the throttle as you can be. Isan just early enough to pull away into the braking zone of turn 4. Eric falls off just a little bit. All the way back across the track, braking as soon as you're alongside that rumble strip. Eric gaining that ground back up. Into turn 7 they go. Using as much curve on the inside and outside as you can here. Up the hill, braking at that orange marker on the left. You got a car ahead of you, so be careful. He did touch that grass. It's going to cause him to be a little bit wide and lose some time. Braking at the 100 or just prior to. Turning in for the full apex. Cutting over that apex corner there and then braking hard and heavy for turn 12. Slipping and sliding, you saw him counter steering for just a moment.
Chicane.
The final chicane. He does have that better entrance on the way in, but it almost doesn't matter with how quick that second turn shows up. Eric falling off just a little bit in that lap from Isan got. There's a battle for P4 right now with Ronnie Pollard and Efra Archia. Efra's teammate in the AM split did really well last race. I don't know how this race went for him, but definitely good races for both these drivers.
It was a lot of fun to watch tonight, both of the series, rookies and amateur and pros. A lot of good racing, and it was a cleaner bit of racing than we've seen in these past couple bits of racing. So,
yeah, compared to last week's combined split. Matter of fact, on the back end of everything, there's been some talk about removing the combined split races altogether because of the amount of bonks and crashes. Yeah, and the disparity between drivers. P1 being nearly 15 seconds faster than P last or more. So it's something that may go away to make the races a little bit more enjoyable, especially for those people mid-pack and back. Is everyone who's racing all on steering wheel setups? No, not everybody. I believe everybody in this server is, but in the AM split, we do have a couple people that are on controller, and some people even doing keyboard and mouse. We're on the final lap, everybody. Still racing for that potential P4. Keyboard mouse is crazy.
The difference between P1 and P4 and 5. Bit of a difference. Some time left out on track.
Yep. So, Mexican 350. There's a guy that keeps posting his keyboard and mouse hot laps on Facebook. If you have a Facebook, on the Assetto Corsa page, the ACC page. So I watch those every once in a while because it's just wild to see. He's really good at it. You can see the difference between the pro-ams and the pros and the AM split as well. There wasn't a single lapped car in this race compared to the AM split. There was a lot of back markers in the mix there. Everybody here currently in the server is still on the same lap 17.
That's really good.
Yep.
You don't rarely ever see that.
You rarely ever see that. Nico Menendez.
Yeah, I guess I could have just said that, huh?
You could have. Nico Menendez slowed down quite a bit here, allowing James Casaboon and Shane Subi Dodger to catch up. These team drivers crossing the finish line together. So Shane Subi Dodger will get P3 over Ronnie Pollard. Bottle Junkie with a raid. Thank you for the raid, buddy. How was your races? You know what else is good? Picking the tracks for the next series. All you got to do is donate some bonks. That's not going to be the next series. That will be a separate series. These drivers coming to a crawl down the track. Everybody lining up. P1, 2, and 3, all Noobs R Us drivers. Ronnie Pollard, P4. Efra Chia, P5. 6, Andrew Trejo, P7. Jake Willems. Michael Maleta, P8. P9, Aditya Tarle. P10, Mike Burkhoff. That was a fairly good race. We did that. We had that one bonk on the straight. Unfortunate, but luckily, not a lot came from it. But with that said, we will be getting some drivers in for a post-race interview, I'm sure. And I'll hand it off to Tony Danzig for that as I set up the raid to be passed on.
Uh-oh.
It's gonna be really, really weird when Nico gets a 5-second penalty. Oh no.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what Nick Kanye said in chat. It's gonna be really weird when Nico gets a 5-second penalty.
Oh.
Yeah, you never know what's happening to Nico. Nico, number
Hello.
1 position, my man, laying it down fast. How'd your race go, buddy? Tell me all about it. The ins, the outs, the goods, the bads. How was it for you?
Yeah, it was tough. It's really hard in this track with the tire wear. You have to fight it the whole race, and yeah, I was just dropping off quite significantly, but luckily Michel made a mistake, and then James wasn't able to catch back up. First race James won it. I don't know where he is. He said he was gonna be here, but yeah, first race James won it because I wore down my tires way too fast. So yeah, second race I tried to manage a little bit
You were
more, but
wearing
still-
down?
Yeah.
Not
So I ended
wore
up losing that one. But yeah, second race was better. So yeah.
That's awesome. It was fun watching you race. It's always a pleasure to watch Senor Nico Menendez race. Anything you're going to take from this race over to next week? You got any grudges or anything bad on track that happened?
Yeah, no, not really. I just need to study the tire wear if it's gonna be the same next week as here, because I don't understand how I lost the first race. I just dropped the second, like from one lap to the next. So yeah, just gotta try to study that and see how that works.
Nico, I do have a question in chat. I'm gonna ask you really quick. Mexican 350 says, any tips for a rookie on a steering wheel?
Just practice. Do a bunch of laps. Get comfortable on the tracks.
Drive like you're getting groceries, right?
Yep, exactly. Just get comfortable and build on top of that.
Drive like you're getting groceries.
All right, back to you, Tony.
James is
Back
coming,
to
by the way.
Tony. We don't need James in here. It's all right. It's a party without him. But we got Shane Shuby Dodger here in chat. Shane, it's good to see you. Did you finish in what?
He got
position did you
P3 on
finish
the
in?
last race, yeah.
Okay, I thought he was in P4. That's what I was thinking in my head real fast. P3, love to see you getting pole, baby. A fellow streamer on pole. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was able to hear P2 and qual just behind Nico off of PB lap, which is pretty cool. And it's my birthday tomorrow, and I finished up there with Nico and James, who, like, when I first got into Noobs, that was just like, like, those guys are like the holy grail. So, like, be up there with them this race, I'm just like over the moon. I'm so stoked.
You're trying to say
I had
that
a
you're
really
the
great
holy grail
race.
now. Look at you talking
I'm not the
talking
whole.
good
I'm
about
not
yourself.
the. I'm not
Look
the
at
holy
you.
grail.
You're
I
so
finished
modest.
Third to last.
You're so...
I finished third
his
to
own
last
horn.
place last race, so I was just
his own
super
horn.
stoked to qual well and have a great race, and I hope everybody else had a great race. I'm just glad to be part of Noobs, and yeah, I'm just over the moon right now. So
Well, awesome.
Well,
Happy
awesome.
early birthday, and hope this makes it a good one.
yeah,
I'm
definitely.
not telling you happy birthday until it's your birthday. Get out of here.
Happy early birthday. Happy birthday week, man. You know?
No, you don't.
Thanks.
You don't get a whole week.
Yeah,
You get 1 hour on the actual day.
Right.
see, Nick Kanye in chat says, dang, I didn't race for 1 week and Subi forgets about me. Saddy. And then he said,
Yeah, well, I was
"Sag."
gonna. I was thinking
Yeah,
about it earlier. I was like, man,
yeah.
like I'm up here with like James and Nico. Like we're missing Zach, we're missing Kanya, we're missing, we're missing Russell. Just but still, it was just a super cool night.
James Cosboon had to make a whole new Discord account to join us. James, are you there?
I think so. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. How was your race, buddy?
Very intense, both the first and second. It was very intense, and I'm glad the race finished when it did because I just lost internet.
Oh, that's why he's got the new Discord account. So,
Yeah.
with all of that said, what made it intense? It looked like that last race was kind of lonely, was it not?
Up until the end, yeah, I was but I kept making small mistakes, and that would let the guy ahead of me pull away, and then I'd catch back up, and then the last chicane, I was nowhere near as good as the Porsche is with the Ford because it's just a boat and the Porsche isn't. So I couldn't get a run, and the one time I got a run, it was a small contact, and I had to wait another like 6 laps to be able to get another run, and able to fool him into over driving into the first turn. So it was tight to start, but it was a good hold out until I could finally get past. But
Hell yeah.
it was definitely hot in my basement, so it's been literally sweaty.
Is that key for something? Hot in my basement.
No, I'm literally sitting in my basement. That's where my setup is.
I'm on to you.
With that said, Mike Quill Burkhoff got pulled into chat. Mike, you said pick me. You're here. Hello.
Hey,
How are you doing? How was your race?
awesome. That's why I wanted to jump in and say hello, everybody. That was like a really fun race. It's like one of those tracks where the 488 isn't quite so bad, and I like finished a top 10, which these days is like really good for me. You know, my winning days are over, so
No,
a
they're
good
not.
old-fashioned top 10 is a lot of fun.
Your winning days aren't over. You just chose the 488. I'm just kidding. The 488's great.
Well, either my winning days are over or my 488 days are over. It's got to be one or the other. So
I don't know, but it was great watching you race. You were in a lot of different battles throughout the race too, although not podium, unfortunately. But a lot of battles. We watched you a lot for that second race. So.
awesome! I'll watch it back. Yeah, just wanted to say thanks for the good racing, and yeah, that was fun.
Well, thanks for joining us. We don't have any drivers from any of the other splits, so that will end off our post-race interviews, but we are going to raid our buddy Jake Wells as usual. We can't not raid Jake Wells. So we're going to send him a raid. I want everybody to go over there and say hi to him. Tell him that his face looks funny, but we love him because he's cute. Don't just exactly that. Make sure you say that. His face looks funny, but we love him because he's cute. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you guys.
Funny looking.
We'll see you guys next Tuesday.
Well, bye.
Bye.